everybody, my name is melspikes and welcome to a land-based bass fishing session straight after work today in the middle of summer. It's 41 degrees. I've got a freshwater pond here, residential area, Western Sydney. I'm going to see if I can find some bass. I've never been here before, so this will be fun. Sit back, relax and enjoy another fishing adventure with me, melspikes. Let's do this. I've chosen this area because it looked really fishy on Google Maps. It is residential and that is freshwater, and it's definitely stocked by the DPI, so we know that there's baby bass in there. I've never attempted to make a land-based bass fishing video before, so this is going to be interesting, bit of an experiment. I really do hope you enjoy it. It's 6:30 p.m. There's activity in the water. It's 6:30 p.m. and 41 degrees, so we'll see how long I last. I think the camera will be fine where it is, and I'm just going to park up here in the shade. There is another spot on the other side of this river that we could fish in the shade, but for now this is the only shade side on this area, and the bass will be here. They won't be in the open sun, especially in this heat. So yeah, that's a jackal pompadour to start with. I've never caught a fish on this lure, so I've been trying for a while. Hopefully today's the day, otherwise we will transition to other topwater lures, subsurface water divers, even a spinnerbait if it's not too snaggy. Yeah, that's what we're starting with. And if you're wondering what gear I use for bass fishing, that is a 1 to 3 kilo 7-foot rod, so very light rod. I've got a size 3000 carbon fiber reel, so a very light reel, 10-pound braid, 10-pound leader, so everything is light. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping that the view is okay there. I might put you there. This lure just flutters on the surface like an injured cicada, or like a moth or an insect with wings. It would be nice to catch a fish on this, but you know, 3 months now and nothing. Okay, so no luck there, not even a touch. The water is extremely murky, it's brown, and that's the first thing I've noticed. The second thing is that it's very hard The wind is 24 to 30 knot wind, so it might not seem like it from where we are here, but it's blowing pretty hard, so I think I've got to move to another area. Yeah, let's go for a walk and find another spot. I really do hope I can catch a fish today and show you guys bass, but it may not happen. I'm not that confident. There is a close-up of the pompadour. I might have to change that lure too. It's really beautiful bass fishing. You get to see some nice natural sights. My favourite sight is up ahead there, the ibis birds, my favourite bird in the world. We're going to interrupt whatever they're doing. That's okay. There's a whole flock of them. They even got their own carpet. Wow. A bass just did its boofy thing right there. I might do a few casts into the wind. It's too windy here, and I know there's bass in here because it is a stocked pond. It could have been a carp because I didn't see it, but we're gonna keep moving. I think I'm gonna have to go back all the way around to get to the other side, which sucks, but I need the exercise, so we'll do that. Over there. I just seen something do something right there, so we'll have a look if that's a bass. There's a lot of life in this bloody river, or pond, whatever you want to call it. There is a lot of life. I'm changing lures. I don't have confidence in this because I've never caught anything with it before. It's a good lure, very highly regarded for bass, but just not for me. Usually I'm wearing jeans, but it was so bloody hot today I had to go to Kmart and just buy some kids shorts from the kids section just to get through. Emergency summer shorts, but I got freaking ants all over me. They're crawling up my legs. There's a lot of creepy crawlies when you're bass fishing. That's why I chose this place, because it's fairly residential. There won't be snakes, there's no high brush. Hopefully it pays, you know. Hopefully there is a bass here. Oh, it's just, they've gone up my shirt, ruined my shorts. Anyway, this is my favorite top water lure by far. It's a micro tappy by Jackal. That's it there. Let's get off this freaking floor. I can't fish here. The sun is right in my face and it is like a furnace. I'm gonna move down to the shadowy, cooler looking part of the pond and give that a go. I'm very confident down there in the shade. It'll be cooler water, it'll be calmer water. There will be a bass. I hope. You get a lot of exercise when you're bass fishing, especially if you're hitting new locations every time. It means you have to explore. You have to work out where to fish, how to fish the system, and keep pushing further and further until you find what you're looking for. It's very refreshing, a very refreshing method of fishing, considering all I do is fish off a boat. So I highly recommend it. Catching fish is a bonus. Just exploring nature, getting fresh air into your lungs, moving your legs. It's well worth it. You get to see some amazing places in Sydney. You would be surprised at how frequent you can find bass in almost every freshwater pond in Sydney. No word of a lie. Like it's easy to find bass. You just got to put in the effort to look for them. Anyway, I'm almost at the shade. There's a lot of cockies here too. That's more like it. Yeah, that's what we call a little fisherman's path. Someone's been there. So it's much cooler here. It's a lot more comfortable to fish, even though it is still very hot. There's evidence of carp fishing here because there's a corn tin. So people are fishing this pond, and where there's carp, there's almost always bass. So see what happens. Micro tappy by Jackal. The best topwater lure I've used for bass so far. I'm going to keep moving down towards the more cooler, shadowy area, and that's only because I really feel like the bass are going to be pushed right into that area that's pretty covered by tree all day. So the areas where the sun's on it all day, the water's obviously a bit warmer. The bass don't like that. They like the shady, ambushy areas. So that's further down there. We'll go down there. The other thing I wanted to note is there's a lot of dragonflies. Dragonflies equals freshwater equals bassy areas. So I'm gonna put in a lot of effort here. I've got to walk all the way back to the car eventually, so I'll hit every spot again on the way back. But yeah, we're gonna keep going that way. I'm confident. I'm confident. Next time I will wear jeans regardless of the temperature too, because these are no good. That is the pill. That's disgustingly weird. I think that's antibiotics. That's definitely the pill, and someone's, I don't know. I don't know if someone's been swimming here either, because there's that. But look. I love to see this when bass fishing. There's your lily ponds and there's your dragonfly little helicopter. It's over there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't get it for you, but that is primo. Those cockies almost took me out. I suppose we better keep going that way. Not even a touch here. Starting to lose confidence now. That's not good. You're really starting to get an understanding of what kind of area I'm in. That's bloody disappointing. That really bothers me, guys, eh? There's kids walking around with dogs and parents and stuff, and you're seeing pills on the floor and other crap. Anyway, that looks fishable. My confidence is lowered. There's a whole stack of really nice tall reeds further up there. I want to show you that because that is paramount in bass fishing. You see reeds, you know there's going to be bass in there. You might not catch them, but bass love reeds. Let's go. So there's the reeds all over there. I don't think I can fish any part of this. Oh, maybe in there actually. I don't like it, but I'll give it a couple of casts. No, I don't like it. Feels snaky. Too much bush. Too much bush is not a good thing. So this is essentially what bass fishing is. You don't catch sometimes, especially in new grounds. You gotta come back a few times and work out what lures work best and when. So hot and windy, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my favorite spot of all the spots so far and work it until I get tired. I need to have a big drink of water. I need to get the insects out of my socks. But yeah, this is I don't know what this is. This is an introduction to bass fishing and how bloody simple it is. You just need one rod, one reel, light line, a couple of different lures, and your legs and your motivation to get out here and catch some bass. Very easy. Do it in suburbia. Pretty much everywhere. Pretty much everywhere. Let's park up here. Right there. I like that one. I decided that I don't like this spot anymore. We're gonna move. Essentially, this is all I do when I'm fishing for bass. So I just keep moving. I get high hopes, and then I get massively disappointed, and then I get high hopes. I see some terrain that's beautiful, or lily pads, dragonflies, or a little buff on the surface that you're not sure if it's a bass or a carp. And then I'm all excited again, and I'll fish for another, half an hour or so. And then I'll get really despondent again, Start questioning myself. Is it me? Is it the lure? Is it the spot? Is it the water quality? What is it? And that's the roller coaster of bass fishing, and what makes it so addictive. The harder you have to work to catch the bass, the more rewarding that bass is when you finally catch it. And that's why I love fishing. Heard something over there. I didn't see it. That's it for me, guys. I'm out of here. There's got to be bass in here because it is stocked by the DPI. Just very dirty conditions, maybe too hot. Who knows what the excuse is? I can go on forever with excuses, but one thing is for sure, I will be back. I thought a fish just breached there, but it wasn't. It was a bloody carp. Anyway, I'll do a quick recap of my gear before I go. Okay, so here's a quick recap of my bass combo that has caught hundreds of bass in the last 3 months. I've got a LOX Yoshi 1 to 3 kilo rod, which is 7 foot long. Any brand will do. 1 to 3 kilo is ideal. 2 to 4 is a little bit heavier, but you can use that too. I've got a ATC Virtuous 3000 carbon fiber reel. You can go size 2000, you can go size 1000. Reel size is not that important. I've got 10 pound Sunline Siglon braid and 10 pound leader. 10 pound can be a little bit scary when you get the big bass over 40 centimeters. I've landed 46, 47 centimeter bass on 10 pound. It is iffy, especially if you're in structure. But for entry level or everyday fishing, 10 pound is fine. I love jackal micro tappy surface lures. Right there is my favorite one. You can use any brand surface lure. Bass are very aggressive when they're hungry. They will strike anything on the surface. They strike leaves, like they strike everything. They're very aggressive. So yeah, Jackal is my preferred brand. Jackal chubby divers, the Jackal micro tappy in this color and in a green color, they're my two go-to, as well as spinner baits. I'll do another video bass fishing until I catch a bass on camera, which has never happened before, and I'll continue to go through the range of lures that I'm using in the session that I'm doing. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't catch any fish, but that is the reality of fishing. The nature and the environment of bass fishing is so bloody beautiful that it doesn't matter if you don't catch a fish. I'll be super excited when I do catch one in this system if I do come back. So yeah, I hope you get out here and give bass fishing a go. It is a lot of fun, it's good for your health. Please take care, stay safe, have fun. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.